For most of human history, progress was bound by a simple equation. To build, move, or achieve more, you needed more physical bodies. Output was strictly capped by our own biological limits. That ceiling broke during the Industrial Revolution. With steam engines and early mechanized tools, a single worker could suddenly generate exponentially more physical output than their muscles would allow. We rapidly scaled that leverage. We moved from isolated machines to orchestrated assembly lines, replacing raw individual labor with coordinated mechanical power across entire industries. Then the information age arrived, and the focus shifted entirely. Progress was no longer about physical force. It became about the speed at which we could process, store, and move data. Compare the slow, meticulous handwritten ledgers used to track early business data to the digital acceleration of the late 20th century. Computers collapsed time and distance, sending information across the globe in seconds. But at the end of every wire, the system still relied entirely on a human being to read, interpret, and act on that data. Centuries of innovation gave us incredible tools to execute tasks faster, but none of those tools solved the ultimate prerequisite for action, our actual mental capacity to understand the information sitting in front of us. Fast forward to today, and we face a new paradox. Artificial intelligence has largely solved the problem of data processing. It can analyze millions of documents and identify patterns in seconds. But in doing so, it generates insights much faster than any human can absorb them. This chart shows where systems break down. Notice the exponential curve mapping AI data output, pulling away from the flat line of human comprehension. We call this the understanding gap. The massive volume of machine-generated data creates overwhelming noise rather than clarity. That flat line represents human understanding bandwidth, or hub, the finite cognitive capacity each person has to absorb complexity, recognize patterns, and make decisions. It doesn't matter how powerful our machines become. The rate of decision-making is limited by the rate at which we can understand facts. Hub has become the invisible constraint on our personal potential and the primary bottleneck for business growth. If we don't actively expand our own bandwidth, the massive output of modern AI is just an overwhelming burden. To solve this, we are deploying the 100X Advantage operating system across Advantage Company. It is the permanent structural operating layer for our entire organization. The system works by embedding AI directly into how we think, work, and execute. It takes over routine friction, the daily tasks of writing, summarizing, and basic analysis, freeing up your mental energy for high-level execution. Instead of drowning in isolated documents, the operating system takes chaotic, fragmented noise and instantly refines it into clear, actionable intelligence. With the heavy lifting of data processing offloaded to AI, your daily role changes completely. You are no longer limited by what you can personally analyze in an 8-hour day. This shifts our people away from being human processors, capped by their own bandwidth. Instead, you become an orchestrator of intelligence, combining your own creativity and judgment with the limitless scale of AI. We are activating this system deliberately. We start simple, outfitting everyone with accessible tools for their daily workflows. These quick, frictionless early wins build immediate confidence and momentum. As we grow, we will establish shared standards. We are building a structured, repeatable framework for how we write prompts, review AI outputs, and ensure quality across every department. The ultimate goal is to redesign our core business processes, from sales and marketing to accounting and operations, so that AI functions as the workflow itself. By continuously sharing the best workflows and ideas across all Advantage Company businesses, we scale our collective intelligence. We will identify opportunities earlier, adapt faster, and outpace any competitor relying on traditional human bandwidth. This marks a clear line in the sand. We are moving away from an era where success was defined by grinding effort and the raw number of hours spent wrestling with routine tasks. We are establishing a new standard. Going forward, professional success is measured entirely by accelerated capability, clarity, and impact. You are not being asked to work harder. You are being equipped to produce higher quality outcomes with almost zero operational friction. Adopting to this new standard of performance elevates your personal market value, transforming you into a highly capable, indispensable leader. Think about what this means for your personal potential. Engaging with this operating system means you will think faster, you will make decisions with deeper, more complete insight, and you will execute with total precision. Advantage Company is intentionally building an environment where expanding our human understanding bandwidth is our greatest competitive edge. We are leaving the limits of traditional human bandwidth behind. We are building a company where everyone is empowered to become a 100x version of themselves. The future belongs to the amplified. We invite you to unlock your potential, expand your capability, and win together.